Hello, hello. Welcome back to your energy update. January 1st through the 7th energy update and Akashic Records Rant. I'm April Curry. I'm an Akashic Records reader and intuitive development teacher. And I absolutely love doing these energy updates. It helps you get a pulse of what the energy is potentially doing the week ahead. Why I love doing it, it helps you to discern whether or not you should speed things up in a day. It helps you to know that you're not being lazy if the energy is slow that day. It's just nice. It helps us to realize that we don't need to take things so personally, and then we can also be proactive and flow with the energy versus just kind of winging it. The other thing is the week ahead read is a potentiality read. So that means I'm reading the energy where it currently lies right now in real time. And so there is a chance of the energy changing a little bit. For instance, it might bleed into another day in the week, but what I want you to do is just loosely listen, and just enjoy the energy update. If you're wanting to dip your feet in, your toesy woesies, into intuition and you don't know how to get started, I have an intuition development membership. It's pretty much everything that's in that membership is everything that helped me get to where I'm at right now. And, when I had my spiritual awakening, I didn't really have any resources. A lot of things seemed a little out of reach and fluffy. This intuitive development membership is direct. It gets you to the point. If you show up, you'll get more intuitive. That's just how it's gonna be. All right. So if you join, that's how it's gonna be. All right. Let's go ahead and get started here. January 1st. What's going on January 1st here? So the first thing that they showed me was the image of a message in a bottle. And it was going down, it was in the ocean, and there was no sight of land, but there was an awesome message in it. Like, I'm feeling the upliftment of the message that's in the bottle. What does this represent? Trust that your message is on the way. So for some of you, you might feel like in the last couple of days and also into January 1st that you might not be getting like full direction on what to do and where to go. But know that the bottle is drifting where it needs to drift and that what's inside of it is on its way. I love the imagery here. Let's see. What's current energy for January 1st? It's important to set intentions. And I'm getting also like December 31st and January 1st. Start organizing, start setting intentions. Not making things so permanent, but almost like loose intentions. What you want to come in for the new year. What's causing this? Let's see. This is really inspiring. Like if you do that practice, it's inspiring. It will uplift you. It'll start giving you new and fresh ideas. The energy that day is all about fresh and new ideas. There is creative spark. So even though nothing is like fully forming completely, there is inspiration. There is a desire of excitement. And you also are going to, I'm getting like celebrating the fact that so much of you has left. For instance, if you were scared to speak up about something and you're like, what, screw it, I'm going to start speaking up about this topic. If you used to be insecure, you're kind of just like, whatever, I'm doing it. Like that's the feeling I'm getting of, you're just confidently, there's an energy of confidence, becoming yourself fully and not caring about what others think. The idea is forming. So some of you have an idea that's watching this. The idea is forming. Keep letting it form. It is going to find solidification. Keep paying attention to your passions and your desires. something is forming better than you could ever imagine. And it's important to keep your process open, keep it loose, but also continue to do your process even if you're not seeing something that pops up right away or initially. Let's see about relationships here, January 1st. Oh, I knew it. Oh my gosh, my fire. Okay. I'm going to close this. This is why we close things, April. Hold on here. Ah! The chaos. Okay. There we go. Closing my fire thing that almost caused a ruckus. Ah! You can fast forward. You don't have to watch me do all this fun stuff. Okay. Well, now my hand is dirty. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You know what? I'm not going to even edit that. That's real time. That's real time life right there. All right. So when I was tuning into, I was having this feeling about relationships. There is so much, there is so much decay when it comes to what society and what we view as a balanced relationship. There used to be the energy of self-sacrifice, letting go of self to come into a family unit or a relationship. There was a lot of self-sacrifice back in the day. This created a lot of regrets. And a lot of the people that were, this is going to be long-winded, a lot of the people that were with each other a few decades ago, they just kind of made it work. Now, I'm not talking about everyone, I'm just talking about a generalization here. There is a new way of being in relationship that is forming. And what we're being asked to do is to pay attention to what our needs are, our self-love, to stay in wholeness with ourselves, and to approach every relationship as a enhancement to our already good life. And that is going to look massively different for each individual. There isn't going to be, this is how we all collectively do it. It feels like many, many, many decades from look at me embellishing, many decades, maybe it feels like something like 10, 20 years from now, there will be some solidification in what a relationship will look like. But right now, as a collective, we are innovating what a relationship will look like for the next coming generations. And it's beautiful that we're doing that because we're letting go of an old paradigm that looks rusty. And hey, it's not gonna be this easy road, but the way that you can navigate it is focusing on self-love and then having relationships enhance your already good life. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. And they're like, I'm getting the message, that's not important. The most important thing is, are you having fun? Or do you feel like you're growing? So this came up for January 1st. We're still on January 1st. I guess it's a big deal. So, all right, let's go ahead and go into January 2nd here. What's going on January 2nd? January 2nd immediately feels really grounded. I'm also getting that people have a sense of just a good sense of self-worth, confidence. You're feeling very anchored into your body that day. Also, it might be a day where there's just it feels like a bit heavy to be in the body, but in a grounded cement way, not in a negative way. I do want to share this though. When there are days like this, some people will take it as, well, I'm feeling lethargic. I might be depressed. And it's don't pay attention to the energy. The energy is doing it so we can integrate higher vibrational messages, so we can implement it into our physical body, so we can have a human experience with those messages. But January 2nd feels fun. But it, you have to take the heaviness with a grain of salt. It's not heavy in a negative way. The current energy like January 2nd. Current energy like January 2nd. Long-term investment. 7 of Pentacles. And it's interesting as I'm seeing her with this, my hands are dirty from the fireplace. When I'm seeing her with this plant, water is heavier than air. Those pentacles are heavier than air. So it's almost like everything is pouring into us that day. Let it happen. Let it happen. Oh my God. Oh, I hope you're laughing at my own expense here. For some of you, I got 3 of Swords. Some of you are letting go of things that day. Letting go of attachments that are holding you back. Letting go of people that are holding you back. Letting go of an identity that are holding you back. I'm getting a lot of big transformation that day. A lot of people are acting on the heavy energy. Like in the beginning when I just said, don't like take it personally. As a collective, people are taking it personally. Welcome to my living on an intuitive cloud. But it feels like the collective is taking action on this energy and making a choice. Like, should I stay? Should I go? And this can be with your job, a location, a relationship, a friendship. It can be with how you're treating yourself. It can be with anything, really. I'm seeing that reevaluation that happened January 1st is pouring into the 2nd. And also with that heavier energy, people are like, I got to do something. So if, me personally, I'm a neutral, loving, compassionate, intuitive, and I do the best that I can to honestly pause on days like that. Even though the collective's doing all this stuff, I just pause it out because I don't like making decisions in that type of energy. So do what you will. I'm just giving you a map, a lay of the land, if you will. All right, let's go ahead and go to January 3rd, Friday. January 3rd. I got Mission Impossible. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, where are we going? Okay, there's a little bit more pep in the step on January 3rd. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I'm seeing that people are intrigued by the puzzles in their life. They want to move through their mission, even though it might look complex. But with some work and effort, or even just putting your mind and your focus onto something, that you can move through this jigsaw puzzle of life. I'm liking January 3rd, Friday. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I like it. That's good. I'm digging Friday's energy. I'm picking up people are feeling really courageous about moving forward. So that whole, I have to make a decision January 2nd, it feels like there's more of a positive energy coming January 3rd. Or, you know what? I got this. I could do anything. That's the feeling I get. And forward progress. I'm feeling the forward progress, the forward momentum. Any struggles that you're having, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not focused on that. Let's just make it through this. Let's get there. What are we unaware of? What are we unaware of at this time? 6 of Cups. I'm seeing this looking backwards, but also moving forward, but not letting anything deter you from forward movement. This is also a really good day to try to accomplish a goal. Maybe a small goal, medium or large goal, but there's this feeling, this ambition that I'm picking up on that day. What's the advice? progress. I'm just getting like a lot of forward progress that day, forward momentum. Like, I got this. Let's go. I got this. All right, let's go ahead and go to January 4th, Saturday. January 4th, Saturday. Excuse me, this is just what's coming in my channel. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Okay, why am I picking up that song? It's a part of your destiny. It's a part of your destiny. Huh, that makes sense now. All right. There is a feeling of wanting to share. This is January 4th, Saturday. There's this desire to want to share, to want to celebrate what you have accomplished, what you're feeling. You want to share. I'm getting things about sharing ideas, celebrating with people, feeling very confident in your thoughts, wanting to share them. Some of the information that you want to share is unconventional, wise, lessons learned. But also there's this sense of communing, wanting to converse with people and celebrate the fact that you got out of such a big year. 2024 was like, oh my gosh, if I was to give it an analogy, it was like the gremlin in a cave that, anyway, let's not even try to make a crappy analogy happen. We all knew what 2024 was. 2025 feels like there's a lot of growth and change and expansion, where 2024 felt like we were just killing off something. Killing off versions of ourselves, expanding, almost to the point of being like, you know what, I just don't care anymore, like whatever. And that surrender is creating expansion in 2025. So January 4th, Saturday feels like the conversation around this and the celebrating around it. What are we not aware of about Saturday? Yeah, I mean, literally just what I said. Forward movement. It's like the stamp of approval. Like once the words get out on Saturday, it's the stamp of approval and everything starts to move energetically. Sometimes when things move energetically, then the forward movement happens in the physical world. All right, let's go ahead and go to January 5th, Sunday. What's going on January 5th, Sunday? Rockin'. I love this. There's like a lot of celebratory energy that I'm feeling. I got this imagery of cars honking, and it reminded me of when the Broncos, when I was in Denver, when the Broncos won the Super Bowl and we all got stuck in a huge traffic jam, but it was really just everyone celebrating that the Broncos won the Super Bowl. And that's what I'm feeling from this image. It's like, okay, we're all kind of stuck in our thing. We're all stuck in that traffic jam, but we're celebrating at the same time. But it's all for a good reason. Like we can feel everything moving, and it's okay. It's like, I'm okay with being stuck, even though it's kind of annoying. And I'm getting, don't let the fear of staying stuck stunt you. It's so important for us to be appreciative and have even more faith when we feel stuck that something amazing is coming in. Because when we show active faith, when times are a little tough or sticky, that's magnified tenfold compared to if we did that in a normal, happy situation. So this is our chance to pass the test. Are you passing the test? Slow and steady wins the race. Stay grounded, stay planted. face adversity with a smile. Like, you can do it. You totally can do it. So much transformation this week, guys. There's a lot. When I'm feeling this transformation compared to something I felt earlier in the year, this feels very subliminal. Like, there's a transformation happening behind your personality, like in the subconscious. And so you might not recognize fully the transformation that's occurring. If anything, it's kind of just in the background happening. But it's exciting. I'm excited. All right, let's go ahead and go to January 6th, Monday. What's going on January 6th, Monday? Okay, so I got like teleporting from another dimension. That's literally what it said. Expansion, growth. You will have a feeling that you are growing light years beyond how you normally grow. Big, expansive day. It feels high vibrational. It feels magnetic, big, dated, like faded destiny. Faded destiny, big energy. Okay. And like, as I'm feeling into it, it feels like this big white light just went poof. Like huge, big, like white light energy that day. Okay. What's the current energy? January 6th. This would not be a day to make a decision. Just let the expansion happen. Let the energy pour into you. Enjoy the beauty of life. Enjoy your own self-expression. Tons of self-love and self-care this day is going to amplify the heightened feeling that I'm getting. This is a really big energy. And it's really important to let this sort of energy settle down before making a decision. But this is a high vibrational energy. This is what's breaking open your next chapter. This can bring up, because it's such a big expanded energy, some people may be anxious or tired or fearful. But an easy way to just get out of that is to look at it as change is so important and valuable. And this is going to create massive change. I am going to say some things about the collective, societal collective. It does feel like there might be layoffs, like around this time. If you were feeling that, there might be layoffs around this time. There might be delays with planes. I'm also getting that everything that isn't for you may find its way out, either like the beginning of this week or this day or a little bit after. And that can be really scary for some people, but I want to share with you how much our souls are excited about this. We need to make this change. It needs to happen. When I'm pulling into the I don't know why I went to the government, like I'm just being thrown into the government and political arena. They feel all over the place and kind of dismissive at the same time. It's almost like they feel like they need to make a decision that day on something. Might be a little messy. I just have to tell you, for a group of people that are highly educated, I find it fascinating on how disorganized they are. I'm just feeling how disorganized they are. Anyway, I'm going to get out of that. Okay. Let's see what's happening January 7th, Tuesday. What's going on January 7th, Tuesday? A lot of you on January 7th, Tuesday, are just like, I need, like, energetically, I'm getting this from the collective soul. I need a margarita. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go on a vacation. This is all nonsense. I'm just going to turn a blind eye. It's kind of like just wanting to avoid it all. Like, you know what? And it's okay to do that. Like, sometimes we just need time to ourselves. We need to have fun no matter what's happening. And I just got this lady, an image of a lady drinking a margarita at a beach while, like, the town itself was going insane or crazy. So that was the imagery I got. What's going on January 7th, Tuesday? What I'm loving about this energy, it's like no matter what society is doing, we're having a good time. Like, this is an inner joy that I'm feeling into, an inner just intuitive day. I feel like there's also relationships that we weren't expecting to help us feel supported. And also feeling like we're on top of the world. Like, feeling like everything is doing great that day, feeling alive, feeling good. New ideas are coming in, new thoughts, new visions. New intuition. I'm getting people may notice that they have new intuitive pathways or abilities that showed up on the 7th that they weren't aware of. But this is your day. This is your time to shine. You know, don't worry about what society is doing, even though I plugged into that a little bit. January 7th feels like a big, deep, intuitive, just transformative day. Very insightful. A lot of insight. A lot of love. Collectively, and I pulled this card a bunch of times. This is the 5 of Cups. A lot of you are feeling this week. And I just want to say, and it's feeling like things are leaving or that you're grieving something, or you feel abandoned or unloved, or just discontent. This is going to come up a little bit this week, on and off. But it's only for a moment. I just want to remind you guys that those feelings are only for a moment. And the best way that you can make sure that those feelings don't take hold of your day is to just love them. Be like, hey, I see you, I love you, not mine. And then do something that is the opposite of that thought. For instance, I used to have a thing with food. Or like if I was feeling depressed, I'd just eat. And now if I'm feeling like even a little bit of that heavy energy or that little depression energy, I'll just be like, you know, I'm gonna go for a walk. The more that you shift out, the quicker you shift out, the less it has an effect on your day-to-day, the less that those messages or those thoughts solidify into your life. If you guys haven't noticed, the last couple of weeks have been a little bit denser. And so it's easier to have denser thoughts. And I invite you to focus on meditating, being present, spending time with yourself, breathing, moving your body. It's all about presence right now. Don't worry, by the end of next week, there's going to be some high channeled messages. But it's about presence and enjoying our human experience this week. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with it. I love you. Have a wonderful first week of January. Bye.